Me, touches thermostat. My dad who's been gone for the last 17 years. Homst has awakened the ancient one. Dads when they cut across 5 lanes of traffic and get 12 people killed to save 3 minutes. There are no winners without losers. When mom isn't home and dad has to make dinner, it's pizza time. The hard boss. You brought him here to kill me. 7-year-old me. Yes, my dad. Nobody. Dad's in the living room watching videos on full volume. Me, invites my friends over. My dad. Me, switches the channel on TV. My dad who I haven't seen in 15 years. I was watching that. Me, turns on the car light for 1 second. My dad, are you preparing to meet Jesus? My mum, I'm pregnant. My dad, speed. Me, watching a documentary about monkeys with my dad. My dad, look, they filmed you. Dads, look at that. We arrived 5 minutes before the navigation system said we would. Also dads during the entire ride. Road safety laws prepare to be ignored. Bear, doesn't want dad. Family gets dad. Bear and dad. When your dad leaves to get milk, but the entire family is lactose intolerant. My mom feeding me. Here comes the airplane. My dad feeding me. Eat this. Football player on TV makes minor mistake. My dad. Dad driving the car. What the hell are you? Death. This is the longest road in the world that someone can walk. My dad. That's the path I used to take to go to school. Me, makes a small mistake while heating up a frozen pizza. My dad, do I need to revive Hitler to teach you how to use a fucking oven? Mom, food's ready. Me, dad, can we get McDonald's instead? Dad, son, I'm in. Me, dad, it's so cold in here. Dad, go stand in the corner. Me, why? Dad, the corner is 90 degrees. The 4 horsemen of leaving. I tie my head out. I must get out of here as quick as possible. Time to abandon ship. My dad. My dad who left for milk. Me, who won the lottery. My mom talking about me and my siblings. I don't have a favorite child. I love all of them equally. My dad talking about me and my siblings. You are all equally worthless. Magician. Everything that disappears must reappear. My dad. Well yes, but actually no. My dad. I'm up by 4:30 every morning. You're gonna sleep your life away. My dad at 6 PM. When your dad says you're finally big enough to sit in the front seat. Dad, just cut that pizza into 4 slices. Son, why? Dad, I'm not hungry enough to eat 6. All dads. Me, asks my dad why he has to go get milk when we already have plenty. My dad, a good question. For another time. Father, shaves beard. Baby, I've never met this man in my life. My mom, I'm pregnant. My dad, I'm going ghost. When my dad won't turn on the AC. Be a lot cooler if you did. Dad telling a joke at home. Dad telling a joke at work. My dad, hey can you do this small and unimportant task? Me, yeah just give me like 5 mean my dad. Welcome to the shadow realm Jimbo. Why does Billie Eilish always look like she's just heard the best dad joke ever? Dad, look me in the eyes. If you laugh you're lying. Also my dad. Baba, what do you want? Dad, just a normal haircut. Baba, say no more. Dad, no more. Dad. Dad's worldwide when someone turns the thermostat up 1 degree. Me and my dad, after we spot a fly in my room. When mom says no, but dad just came home from work. Ah, yes, the negotiator. When you're finally ready to enter the toilet after your dad. Dad, look at me, if you laugh you're lying. His face. My pregnant mom. My dad. Dads when gas prices go up by a cent. 7-year-old me wants to do something with my dad. My overworked dad with work to do. Yeah, I've got time. My mom gets pregnant. My dad, I time ahead out. Nobody. My dad when I accidentally move the flashlight for 0.01 seconds while he is fixing something. Useless, 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 useless. Dads playing with their kids in a pool be like, yeet the child. 50-year-old dads when a football player can't catch a 100 miles per hour throw with 5 people on him. Useless fucking pieces of shit. Dads today seeing every sport is cancelled, so they have to spend time with their family instead of blacking out and yelling at the TV. My dad helping 7-year-old me with homework. Think Mark. Me touches the thermostat. Every dad within a 10-mile radius. Me just born. My dad, I've seen enough. I'm disappointed. How dad be the whole day. Dad when one of my friend comes over. Moms when you break something. Come here honey. Don't cry. It happens. Fathers, I'm about to beat you to death. My dad actually counts to 3. Me, so what are you gonna do? No. My dad, I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far. When your dad lets you help with his projects as a kid. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I know I'm doing it really well. Kid gets a cut on his leg. Dad, looks like we are gonna have to cut it off. Kid. Me being 25 years old. My dad when he was 18. My dad, why do you get so freaking mad after you lose a gaming match? Also, my dad after his football team loses. Dad, look at me in the eye. If you laugh, you're lying. Also my dad, when I look at him. Turn it off, or we'll die. Dads exist. They're children. You're my hero and shit. 8-year-old me turning on the car light. My dad. Dads when their kids call them by their real name for the first time. How do you know that name? When you defeat all the other dads, this is the final boss. This is the road my dad had to walk to get to school. Dads showing other dads the ribs they grilled over the weekend. My dad, can I have a sip? Me, sure but just a sip. My dad. Dad, look at me in the eye. If you laugh, you're lying. Also my dad, when I look at him. Me, tries on a new shoe. My dad, now walk. My dad, can you stop screaming? You just lost on a video game. Also dad when his team loses in a football game. No. Dad, can you stop shouting at that stupid video game? Dad during football game. Dads, if I have a daughter, I'm not playing dress up. Dads after having daughter. Me, holds flashlights wrong, while my dad is working on the car. My dad, are you trying to fucking annoy me? Dads be like. Things I could do, while my dad is using the bathroom. Fly around the world. Graduate. Balance the light switch. Get married and grow old. Dads when gas is 1 cent cheaper than it was yesterday. Mistakes make you stronger. My dad when I was born. Dad buys $1,500 worth of new golf clubs. Also dad, when someone leaves a light on, in terms of money, we have no money. Me, can we have food at McDonald's? Mom, there's food at home. Dad who's driving? Sure. Me and dad walking out. Me explaining to my dad he can't go outside. Dad, no, we can't have a dog. Family gets a dog. Dad and the dog. When my dad goes for milk and comes back in 30 minutes, I must say to him here sooner than expected. Gas price goes up $0.01. Dads, I'm never going to financially recover from this. My dad taking me out on pizza. 8-year-old me. Also my dad who had a really stressful week, but still taking me out. Me telling dad I loved something. Dad the next day.